All right. Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm so excited to see all your pretty faces. You guys, I'm super, super, super excited for you. My name is Autumn Drews, and I am your upline triple diamond VIP leader. A little bit about me. I'm going to make this short and sweet because I will be going live in our team page with my more full story. You're going to see those. But my name is Autumn Drews. Like I said, you guys, when I first started this business, I started 7 years ago, which is absolutely crazy. I hear a lot that I'm Alex's twin. Yes, I just saw that in the comments. My sis. So, you guys, I was a struggling food and beverage manager at a country club, and I was a single mother of one. Okay. So if you're a single mom, throw it in the comments. If you're a restaurant person, throw it in the comments. You guys, I feel you on both ends, both spectrums. I just could not get ahead. I was making too much money. I got to the point where I was making too much money to get any assistance, yet then I had to pay for healthcare, which made me go back again, where I just was not making enough to save and just to do fun things with my son. So I was looking for something, okay? I literally started cleaning houses with all the extra time I had. Did not have a lot of time. I was working 50 plus hours a week, weekends, Mother's Days, Easters. I'm talking holidays, everything, you guys. I found this business on Facebook. A girl was, going to do a party. I couldn't make it. She came to my house. Needless to say, God placed this in my path. Thank God. Way different back then, 7 years ago, but I never looked back. I literally started this business and started just plugging away and rolling in extra money from home, from the internet, from Facebook. And it was amazing. There was no such thing as haps then. Like, we just did our thing. And I fast forward, I quit my food and beverage management job. I went to serve somewhere because I really wanted to concentrate on this business. I worked that restaurant job for just a little bit longer. About 4 years in this business, maybe 3. God, now I need to know my story. 3 years in, you guys, I promoted again and again, and just kept looking at the vision and just kept saying, no, I want to do more. I'm so excited. And I'd say my husband and I got married 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, actually, right before our wedding, is when I retired from the food and beverage industry. And I have taken this business full time. So for 5 years, I have owned my time, freedom of my time, you guys, because of this business. So yes, if you're on this Zoom and this is something that's calling to you, that is doable. If you're just like, I just want an extra $300, Autumn, I'm going to say that's why I joined, you guys. So that is my story. That's the beginning. Like I said, I will go a little bit more into that on our Facebook page. That way you guys can kind of really get to know us, your leaders. You're going to find people in this business you're going to relate to a lot. There's going to be, very professional people that went to college and got degrees. There's going to be single moms. There's going to be people like me in the restaurant industry. So many different walks of life, you guys. It doesn't matter your background. This business is for you. And as you see how many people are on this, you guys are all newbies, okay? So you're all in this together. But aside from this Zoom, we have over 100 people on our team that are always here, okay? So you're never, never, never alone. So welcome. I hope you guys have a pen and piece of paper out, please. And just take it one step at a time, okay? Do not feel like you need to know everything and anything day 1, day 2, day 3. This is a growing learning experience from, I don't care how long you've been in, I learn still to this day, 7 years in, nonstop learning, okay? And that's the best thing about this business, is you're gonna grow into the best version of you. If you have like a negative background, y'all, I'm telling you, you'll fall in love. This is like a family. So we're gonna get to it. I've got notes, so bear with me because Steph and I are both going to go over some stuff. Okay. So Steph, do you want me to I'm going to pass you to you so that way you can go over those ones and then I'll do the rest. You want to go over your story? Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Hi. My name is Stephanie, and I'm a double diamond. So I may not be one of your upline leaders. Autumn is the main upline leader here, and I'm like a sideline to some of you. But always know that we're here and we're going to learn from one another. And I'm really excited to welcome you guys all to this tribe, because I promise you, the money's great and the options are great, but the friendships and the positivity that you're going to get from this is probably something you've never experienced before. You're going to be very confused, probably why so many people want to see you win and succeed, because that's just unfortunately not the norm, okay, in the world. So like she said, if you kind of come from a negative background, like, be prepared to have this challenge you in the most amazing way, because this is going to help you become the best version of yourself, okay? I can say that by far, I'm not at all the person I was almost 5 years ago when I started this. Okay, so let me kind of give you my background, short and sweet. I grew up, my husband does do this with me. His name's Jake. You will see him occasionally. We have very similar backgrounds. When I grew up, I was raised by my grandparents because I was a product of divorce. My parents got divorced. I had to testify against my dad when I was very young. We had custody battles. My mom got into drugs when I was about my daughter's age, which is around 11, when I was in 4th grade, and she went into prison. So I grew up around the whole divorce, being raised by my grandparents, being thrown back and forth in custody battles, addiction, like so much craziness. I was sexually abused as a child. I've never myself done drugs, but my husband fell into an addiction when his mom was murdered by his stepdad when he was 18. He was also raised by his grandparents. And so like, we have very similar backgrounds. So some of you may be able to relate to coming from really crappy backgrounds, but I want to encourage you that doesn't mean that that's where you have to go or stay. Your past does not dictate your future. Okay. But I grew up thinking to do the whole, like, go to college, get the degree, get the job, and you're set. But I always struggled with anxiety, and I never realized why. I never wanted to not miss out on things. And it really kicked into high gear when I had my daughter. I had just graduated dental hygiene school. I had my daughter, and I thought, well, I'm making $30 an hour. We were struggling, and I just got to work. But I literally was like crying every day to work, home from work. But I was making $30 an hour. Like, what else was I supposed to do? That's what you do, right? You get the job, you go to work, and that's what it is. Well, I didn't realize there was anything like this as an option. And like Autumn said, like, this doesn't have to be something that retires you from your job, but if you want it to, it absolutely can. And I absolutely jumped into this with no experience, no idea what was going on, but I just knew that I didn't like the 9-to-5 life. I thought that's what we were supposed to do, but it wasn't for me, okay? And when I found this, I knew Autumn was doing this. We had been friends. My husband and Autumn were friends from high school. So I knew what she was doing, but I really wasn't paying attention. And I'm gonna touch back on that in a minute, okay? But when I started this, it was because the dentist I was working for got rid of me and another hygienist for no reason out of nowhere. And I went from making $30 an hour full time to basically subbing as a hygienist, almost like a teacher can do. And that was when I got a little taste of choosing when I worked. And then I started this, and I was like, well, if I can pay a car payment, then I'll try to do that. By my 2nd month, guys, I was paying my car payment. By my 5th month, I replaced what my full-time dental hygiene income was paying me. And for over 4 years now, I have been a work from phone mom. Anywhere I want to go, I can work this business. If I'm helping my sick dad, if I'm traveling, which when you get to know me, you'll know and learn that I'm a travel slut. I love to take adventures. I love to go on cruises. If I live my life vacation to trip to trip, I proudly say I'm a vacation or a travel slut, okay? Because I love to see the world. Now, maybe you don't want to travel. Maybe you want to pay off debt. Maybe you want to just be home with your kids. Maybe you're already home with your kids, but you're still struggling to bring in that money. Whatever you started this for, guys, I promise you, you're going to find a person in this tribe that you're going to relate to, okay? And the reason I say, I want to go back to when I said Autumn was doing it, but I wasn't paying attention. Just because somebody says they're not interested in joining your business right now, that doesn't mean that their life is not going to change in 6 months or a year from now, and they're not going to notice what you're doing. Because if Autumn wouldn't have said yes to this and wouldn't have been showing what she's doing on her social media and talking about it loud and proud, I wouldn't have known it was an option. And if I didn't know it was an option, I would have never started this, and I can't imagine where our life would be. Guys, not only have we been able to help so many people on this tribe, but we've paid off my $20,000 student loans 10 years early. We're out of debt. I own my time. I choose when I work. I choose when I travel. I choose when I see my family. I choose what I do every day. Okay. So I want to encourage you, whatever you want out of this, you can absolutely have. Okay. I want to touch on a couple things. One, if you look at your screen and it doesn't say your name at the bottom, if you are on your computer and you go to your little box where your face is and you click the 3 dots, or you can go to settings where it says more, you can change your name, and it says like rename yourself. I think that's, so rename and put your name so we know who you are. If you can't figure it out now, not a big deal, do it after in your Zoom app, but rename it so we know what your name is. Because if there's like Galaxy 7 x 2 S3R, we don't know who you are, so we want to know what your name is, put it with a face. Okay, so let's touch on a couple things. Let me go into my pictures that Autumn and I had here. All right, so when you guys got started, it gave you the option to add on some products, okay? And you may have done that, you may not have, but I want to touch on a couple important housekeeping things. When you get started, it is not mandatory. I want you to understand this. It is not mandatory to order products, okay? But it is highly recommended for multiple reasons, okay? Multiple reasons. Number one being, if you're using the products, then you're going to be able to share your results, and then people will be able to see what you're loving. Okay. It's just like anything else. If you go get a drink at Starbucks, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, this pink drink is so amazing. We advertise for restaurants and things all the time, clothes, things that we like, cars we like. You are advertising things that you enjoy. So if you're using the products, it's going to make it a lot easier for other people to be interested in what you're using. Two, it guarantees your paycheck. Okay, there's 2 ways you can be commission qualified. One is to run what we call an 80 BV auto ship. And BV is just like a point system we basically assign to our products. So for instance, our body wraps, they're $59, but they will show up as 54 BV or 54 points. Okay, we get paid on the BV amount. So what we do is we set up an 80 BV, at least an 80 BV auto ship. At least I've done this from the very beginning, because what it does is it guarantees your paycheck. You get products at a discounted price, and then you're able to share your results. So it's not only going to guarantee your paycheck, but you'll be able to grow your business faster. Now, if you do not want to do that, then you have to have 150 in personal sales underneath you. I'd never recommend that route, because if somebody would return a product, then you would not be commission qualified, and then you wouldn't get your paycheck. Okay, you don't want to miss out on money. So let me put it in this analogy, okay? I always would tell you, if you want this to pay you like a business, you need to treat it like a business. And that means you should be on an 80 BV auto ship. And the way you set that up is by logging into your website, into your eSuite or back office, clicking on auto ship, and you can pick any of the products we have, okay? And set it up for at least 80 BV. It's going to ship to your house like an Amazon package. You're going to get a really big discount on the products, and then you'll be able to start using some. Get your own results, guys. Every single one of you on here either want to look better or feel better. We all need either weight loss, better skin, you want to grow your hair out, you want to have less stress, more energy, better digestion, you drink coffee. Pick some things, go browse around your website. Look at what we actually have. We have 50 different natural plant-based products. Find something you want, put it on there. Make sure it's 80 BV. If you need help, ask your enroller to help you with this, and that will help guarantee your paycheck and let you get results. I always use analogies, guys. So look at it like if you were a restaurant owner. You're going to eat your own food, right? Or if you own a boutique, right? You're going to wear your clothes. It's the same thing, okay? It's not mandatory, but it's kind of like a no-brainer. And you have to also look at it in the aspect of, if you owned a restaurant, you would have rent, overhead, stock, you would have employees, you would have gas, water, electric. Guys, we don't have any of that. We get to make money from the palm of our hand right here, but you have to treat it like a business. So I highly encourage you to use the products. The other thing is when you got started, your website is always free, but your back office or your personal assistant is $20 a month. Again, optional, not mandatory, but I highly recommend it because then you have your sample app where you can sell samples and make cash every single day. You have your e-suite where you can see your whole organization. You can set up you can see everything back there. Okay. You're going to learn that more as you go. Don't worry too much about that now, but I suggest that you keep that on so that you have your sample app, you can sell samples, and you have your personal assistant, because it's a way for us to also talk to corporate and communicate that way, how we help our customers. There's just lots of reasons that's important. So basically, if you set up an ADBV auto shipment for products you're going to use, it's going to guarantee your paycheck, and you have that on, it's around $100 a month that you can guarantee that you're running your business like a business, and then you're literally like all in. And that's what I would suggest you do. Not mandatory, highly suggest it. Now, all of you who just got started have a sample app that you can download called the It Works sample app. You just use your login ID number and password that you set up when you got started. And when you log in, you're going to see that you have 7 coffee samples. Each sample is a pack of 3. I like to sell those for $20 a piece. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there is a place in our team page that all of you should be in. If you're not, I'm sure you'll be added in soon. It's called Believe Tribe page. In that page, there's a spot called the units. There is a unit in there called sample selling. I did a video with Nicole telling you exactly how to sell those samples, make your cash back, and literally have a debt-free, zero-risk business. So you have $140 basically sitting in your sample app you can go sell right now. Most of you started for $24, so you would profit money on your business just like that. So I highly encourage you to go watch the video. There's other information in that unit that talks about how to sell your samples, okay? Now, let me touch on the units real quick. For all of you who are brand new and that page is just something that you're not familiar with, go look at it. Okay, at the top, it says units. The units, and I'm gonna just be real with you guys, we put a lot of work into those. If the person that signed you up quit today, you could literally run your entire business with success by working your way through the units from start to finish. So go into the units on unit 1 and browse through it. Watch the videos, look at the scripts, save them in your notes, read things. Everything in there is very valuable about how we sign customers, how we sign up people to our team. Literally everything you need to know is in there. So I encourage you, if you're brand new, start with unit 1, work your way through it. If you have questions, go to your enroller and say, what does this mean? But I know when I started, I literally watched as much as I could watch and learn so that I knew what to do. And I'm still learning while I'm earning. So you're never going to know everything. The reason those units exist is so you can go back and reference them. Do not let yourself get overwhelmed. Get excited about this, guys. Like, you have the capability of making unlimited income from the palm of your hand. So utilize, if I can give you any tips, utilize your enroller, utilize those units, and self-educate. Because when I went to hygiene school, if I wouldn't have self-educated and studied and done the things and applied what I was taught, I wouldn't have graduated. So in order for you to make money in this business, you have to self-educate, and you're always getting, like, make it fun, guys. Learn, okay? Autumn, is there anything else that I didn't touch on that I was supposed to?
No. Shopping spree, did you talk about that?
Yeah, no. So real quick, guys, all of you are eligible to earn a $150 shopping spree. So the way you do that is your first goal is to help 6 loyal customers that want to try our products. A loyal customer is simply somebody that wants to try our products for 3 consecutive months, any product, no minimum. And then that's what's considered a loyal customer. When you sign up your first 6 loyal customers, you get a $150 shopping spree. That means you can go in and just get whatever other products you want to try. And you can even get products that come in our sample sizes and make cash on those. Some people do that and they make an extra $500 to $1,000 plus a month just on selling samples. Because if you have them and you talk about them on your story and on your page, then people are going to want to try them. Okay. Like, who doesn't want samples, right? So that's your first goal, is to sign your first 6 loyal customers as fast as possible. You could do that in a day. You could do that in a week, but you have 30 days, but I would do it as fast as possible so that you get the shopping spree and you get your first bonus, because then we get to move on to the fun stuff where you get to go on the next step of our roadmap and you get to go Ruby, and we're going to talk about that. But that's when things start getting really, really exciting. So get those loyal customers, send screenshots to your enroller, let them help you with conversations.
All right. Who wants a shopping spree? Hello, $150 shopping spree? Me, please. Y'all, that can be, you know, what Steph said, being a product of the product of this business is so important. Like, and we have something for everyone. That's something I'm going to encourage you guys all to do is look in your back office, browse your website, and start making a list not only of products you want to try and maybe your goals of like, I need energy, I want to lose weight, I need, you know, facial care, but put a name on every single one of those products, and that is the person you're going to message, and you're going to say, hey, I just started this business, I would love your support, I have a product for you. Okay, I'm talking Gatorade supplements, we've got energy supplements, you guys, we've got coffee supplements, there's everything. So same thing, sample sales, you can make cash in hand fast. You get that $150 shopping spree, you can get all the samples, y'all, and then you can turn it into cash, which is awesome because then you're getting product in your customers' hands or potential customers' hands. You're making money, and then they're going to say, I want more. How do I get it? Okay. We're going to go over host to post, not right now. I just want you guys to know you're going to learn that word, host to post. It's HAPS, H-A-P-S. You're going to hear that. You can write it down. Your leader is going to teach you that. You guys are going to learn that, okay? Product of the product, that's a huge one. Same thing with Ruby. I will go over it here. I need to know who is like gung-ho and like show me the money type people. If you're like, Autumn, okay, I get the 6 loyals. Okay, I get the shopping spree. What else? What do I do? Okay. We're going to go into Ruby, you guys, but here's what I'm going to tell you is y'all, every single one of you got a code to get someone else started in this business with you for half off. That's amazing, okay? So it's half off, okay? So it'd be $49.50. So what I want you all to do right now, and you don't have to do this right now, but I want you to write this down that you have to do it after this Zoom, is I want you to make a list of at least 5 to 10 people that you know that need extra money, want extra money, that would be fun to do this business with, your bestie, you know, whoever you're thinking. Even if you're like, girl, I ain't got a good circle, that's okay, because you're going to, I guarantee you, you are going to know somebody on Facebook that needs this, okay, that you're going to be like, oh, I just saw her post. I need to reach out, okay? So make 5 to 10 names on that list, and we are going to put a script message in the comments in the chat for you, okay? So that way you guys can copy paste this chat, or this message. It's very simple. And this is kind of how you guys, this is how this business is going to roll this entire time, okay? You're going to have our help, your leaders' help. We're going to be giving you messages, okay? Hey, I'm really excited. I just started a business that I can do all from my phone. I thought of you first, and I didn't want to be selfish not to offer this to you. Would you be interested at all making some extra money from your phone with me and do this together? So I know that I did that when I first started, and because I was so excited about this opportunity. And I was like, hey sis, hey, I even asked my dad. I'm like, come on, Dad, let's do this together. So do not miss out on that opportunity, you guys, because that's going to help you build, and it's going to be so much fun to do it with somebody you know as well. And then there's also, go ahead.
Can you send me that if you have it written down? Send it to me and I'll put it in there. And then I wanted to answer a question. I said code and she said code, but I believe the way that it works now is, just so you know, when your first distributor is signing up, I believe because the system recognizes that it is the distributor you're signing, it automatically discounts it. So I don't think that there's actually a promo code. There used to be, that's why we said that. So whenever your first distributor is signing, it will automatically discount it at the very end. So, and as a side note, you don't want to just blast your website out to people and say, here, sign up. Okay. Don't do that. If you have somebody interested in getting started, go to go to your enroller and say, what do I do? Because you don't want to tell somebody they can get started for half off and then send your website out to 12 people. And then that doesn't work. Okay. So Just so you know, it's not an actual code. It's gonna just, the system will recognize it. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, I totally forgot about that because it is. It just prompts you when you go to your website. Leaders, that's a big deal. Like she said, you guys follow your leader's lead. Okay. A lot of you have been enrolled by someone that has been in this business for some time. Okay. They know what they're doing. I promise you. And we all want you to succeed. We would never ask you to be like, hey, do this or post this if we didn't know that this is what works in this business. Okay. Be the person that is proactive and reach out to your leader all the time. Do not make your leader come to you and check in with you nonstop and say, hey girl, how's it going? How's it going? No, they want you to succeed, but they will not hound you. You guys need to go to them and say, what's next? What's next? I have a potential. And what they're going to have you do is you're going to screenshot everything you're doing. Okay. Cause they're going to help you talk through the conversation. And a lot of the time we'll have you put us in 3-way chats with people because you can just say, hey girl, I just started this business. I'm so excited, but I don't know all the details. Let me put you in a chat with my girl Autumn. And then they're going to say, okay, cool. No problem. Okay. So, make sure you guys are screenshotting all your conversations with your leaders. Make sure you're checking in with your leaders. Do the training like Steph said, you guys. Watch the videos because like Steph said, when you get started in any business, any job, I don't care what it is, you have to train, right? If you go to McDonald's today, I would not know what to do. I'd have to be trained for at least 7 days to know how to work the computer, how to cook the burgers, and just like going to college for whatever you're going to school for, being a nurse or whatever, we all have to do the homework. It's not just going to fall into your lap, okay? But we are with you every step of the way. You're in business for yourself, you guys, but never by yourself. I just want to keep saying that. You guys are never alone. But like Steph said, if your leader quit today, y'all have me. Y'all have this business and all these people, but not to mention you don't need any of us because of all the things we have given you tools. Okay. When I first started this business, you guys, I didn't have any of that. I didn't have the units that they created in our team page, which is amazing. And y'all, I am not green at all. You're gonna understand these colors. Everybody has a different color personality. If you're more visual and need videos, you're gonna find them in the units. If you need to read words, you're gonna see those in the units, okay? And also practicing by doing. You don't be mentally shut down and not do anything. Start by starting. Get that post out. Fill your story. Learn how to work this business, okay? Really, the best part about this business is we just literally fill it into our everyday lives. We're already on Facebook. We're already on social media. We're already scrolling our lives away. Regardless of how much you think you're not on your phone, we are. TikToking, Instagramming, Facebooking, emails, Amazon, everything is on our phone. Everything, right? So if you find yourself doing that, you're like, oh, wait a second. I could be working. I could be making money. So be intentional. Use the 20 minutes. Be intentional, okay? And you're going to start following your leaders by making sure your social platform, whatever you're working, is likable, attractive, okay? Not negative. It's going to be positive. Quotes, lifestyle, pretty, not dark, not blurry, not sharing Bob Schmo's funny peanut video, okay? If you think something's funny and it's a quote, you're going to take it and make it yours, save it in your photos, and then you're going to post it as yourself because now you are an influencer. You are a social influencer. We're going to grow our network, you guys. This business is amazing. We don't have to even leave our houses to do this business. Back when I started, we did parties in homes. Okay, it's way different. So all you have to do is be intentional and just take notes and be very coachable, teachable, and ready to learn. And at the end of the day, self-development is one of the best things to do for your business and life. Okay. So you're going to hear us talk about belief a lot and vision. And this is something I definitely want you guys to really, really take in is we are called Believe Tribe. A lot of that's, I mean, it may sound corny to some people, but that is like literally the stem of owning a business is believing in yourself. And if you lack that, we have your back because we're going to be here for you every step of the way, believing in you until you believe in yourself. We are going to help you gain the confidence to do something like this, okay? We are here for you every step of the way. We're going to believe in you before you believe in yourself. Every single day, you're going to see us talking about self-development, which means something like this, getting on a Zoom, listening to a 5-minute video, filling your mind with affirmations of, I can do this, okay? I don't care about Joe Schmo that's over here telling me I can't. I can, because look at all of us. I am nobody special, you guys. I didn't go into it, but I am a college dropout. I have gone to college over and over and over again, and I was able to supplement my entire income times 2 or 3, okay? I am nobody special. If I can do this, you can do this. So keep believing in yourselves. And I'd say one of the biggest advice I could give you is take quitting off the table now. Do not go into this business saying, well, if it doesn't work for me in a month. No. That's not how this works. We are going to take quitting off the table and we are going to start visualizing future. We are going to talk about, all right, girl, y'all going to get your 6 loyal customers and y'all going to get your first DTs, okay? But what are we going to do in November? Where will we be at by Christmas? I want you guys to visualize that right now. What do you want your paycheck to look like on December 15th, right before Christmas? Visualize that. This can help pay for Christmas, you guys. I know that sounds crazy to even think about, but this is how we think in this business. This is how we grow and we become amazing at what we do, okay? I want you guys to visualize and think, where can I be at by March of 2021? Where is this business going to take me by June 2021? Is it going to pay for my family vacation? Yes. The answer is yes. As long as you take quitting off the table now and say, I'm dedicated, I'm ready to go, I'm going to hold your guys' hands. Where's my leader at? I'm down, and you're not bothering us, okay? We want you to bother us, okay? When you say, I'm sorry to bother you, listen, girl, I would much rather hear from you all day, every day when you have the normal questions of, hey, I got a potential. Hey, I got potential. I need help with this conversation and this conversation. What do I do next? I want to hear that, as opposed to you go ghost us. And when we have to message you nonstop, hey, girl, how's it going? This is not like a McDonald's or whatever, right? That your boss is not going to call you into work, okay? So you would lose your job. Am I right? So every single day you wake up, you put your feet on the floor and say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work my business. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to show up on me, right? The best part about that is y'all don't have to clock in. Y'all don't have to call off when you're sick. You can sit on your couch and work your business. That's the best part. So 6 loyal customers, you guys. Y'all know about your websites. Get your products in. Ask questions about the products, you guys. Ask questions. Right now is the best time to ask questions, and no question is ever stupid. No question is ever silly. All questions are good, okay? Get to know them. Go to your websites. All the pricing's on there. If you click on the products, if you view the product information, it's all there. All the ingredients are there. You're going to learn all about that, okay? I'm going to look over my notes and make sure that I did not miss anything that I really, really wanted to cover with you guys. Steph?
Yeah, I want to say a couple things, guys. I saw somebody ask if we don't get our first 6 loyal customers in our 30 days, is there an issue? Guys, we don't have any penalties or quotas or anything like that, but you have to, like, right off the bat, Just take that out of your mind, because there is literally, it's mindset. There's no reason you can't sign up 6 loyal customers in 30 days. People do that in a day. And the way you're going to do it is by following what you're taught, applying it, and actually doing the work. Okay? This doesn't work if you don't work it. And I want to encourage you to just take that what if off the table. Just be excited. You can. You absolutely can. You can sign 6 loyal customers and get that shopping spree. There are people that sign 100 in a month. You can sign 6 in 30 days, and you can do it faster than that. So make yourself a goal and say, I want to do it by the end of this week, okay? Or I want to do it by the end of next week. Do not get overwhelmed. Get excited. Don't put limits on yourself, like Autumn said. Like, literally do not go into this like, if I don't get my 6 loyal customers, this isn't for me. No, that's not okay. Okay, I went into this full force, and I did not sign my first loyal customer, guys, for 3 weeks. I did not sign my first. Got it. I did not sign my first distributor until my 3rd month, and I went diamond and earned a $20,000 bonus and quit all things hygiene by my 5th month. So just like Autumn said, I want you to think about the wildest, most amazing Christmas this year, because I know there are some of you that you struggle to buy your kids gifts for Christmas. Let's be real. Christmas is not all about gifts, but that doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to say no. And all of you can be yes moms. If you're not a mom, you can be a yes friend. You can be a yes daughter. You can be a yes to yourself, because you all deserve all the things you want. And that may make you feel a little uncomfortable, because some of you may feel like you're not worthy of it. Some of you may be in a situation where you don't feel like you deserve it. Some of you may still currently be in a situation where you're battling a lot of toxic people in your life. And I want to encourage you to plug into this positivity. Apply what you're taught, and I promise you, you will have success in this business, okay? It's kind of like being a mom. Okay, once you're a mom, you don't go, well, this shit doesn't work. And by 1, if I'm not feeling it, I'm giving it back. Like, that's kind of where your mind needs to be, right? Okay, like, you kind of need to look at it like you can't give it back. Like, it's your baby, okay? And you gotta nurture it like a baby. When you first have a baby, they can't feed themselves. They can't do anything for themselves. I told you, I'm all about analogies. The longer you know me, the more you get on here, I'm gonna have an analogy for everything, okay? One other thing I wanna mention, guys, if you are easily overwhelmed, just focus on the 6 loyal customers. But I know there are a lot of you right now that are on here that are brand new, okay? That you're like, I am so ready. Like, I don't have my 6 loyals yet, but I am so like hungry. And I want you to know that if you're feeling that, we do have something called a Ruby Boot Camp that we're going to go into next. And if you want to be a part of it, feel free to stay on this Zoom, okay? If you want to be a part of it and you're not going to be easily overwhelmed and you're like, give me the meat and potatoes, I want to invite you to stay on, because we have a special chat. And then maybe once you hear what we're going to talk about, you'll be like, I want to be a part of it and I want to do this, and let's go. But if you're easily overwhelmed, you don't have to. But I want to give that option to you, because I was the person that's like, you can't feed me enough. Like, I am hungry. Okay, so if you're that human, stay on. Autumn, if you have anything else, let me know, and then I'll stop the recording.
I'm good. Thank you, guys. Welcome.
Okay, guys, I'm going to stop the recording because we're going to put this in the chat as a separate video.